morning. Hey, I hope you are all doing great. Hope your weekend is going well. If you haven't already, please take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button. I would very, very much appreciate it. So today, I want to talk about daily bias. Uh, how do you get a daily bias? How do you get rid of a daily bias? Right? Spoiler alert. Friday, I had the wrong bias. I had the wrong narrative of where the market was going. uh, so I was a little late getting back to my to trade, to sit down and trade, right? Um, so by the time I sat down, I think it was non-farm payroll. Maybe there was big news on at 7:30, and there was another big news spike at 9 o'clock, right? Uh, so admittedly, I got short when I should not have, and then I added to my short, and then I added again to it. Why? Because I was like, we are going up. We have to turn around. We've gone up far enough. So if you notice here in the center of the chart, session high, pre-market low, session low. So the session high and the session low, that is from the previous day, right? There are some very key things if I would have panned out and let this sink in that would have given me the right narrative on a possibility of where we could go for the day. I mean, that's not a guarantee, but if you have tools at your disposal, you should utilize using those tools, and I did not. So the news spikes up at 7:30 and it comes right back down and it bounces off of the previous session's high. It made that support, right? Bounces off that and it goes up. And then there is another news release at 9, spikes up, but it sells back off and it bounces off of what? The VWAP. So now it has VWAP as support as well as the previous session's high. Bounces off that and it goes up. Comes back, it retests and say, hey, are we going any higher? Yep, yes we are. We're going up again. Okay. So had I taken my blinders off and panned out and not continued to look at my little 150 tick chart, I could have seen the actual real narrative of what is actually going on in the market. And to do that, all I had to do was come over here and click on the daily chart. Pull up the daily chart, and what have we done? We did nothing but go up last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 6 days. Well, Friday is an outlier. That was last Friday. Um, but yeah, the rest of the week we did nothing but go up. But here's the key takeaway for me in this, and I don't know if you guys look at this the same way or not, but for me, the key takeaway is when we spiked up and bounced and came right back down and bounced off of the top of the previous day. That should have been a, hey, dummy, we're going up, right? And for whatever reason, that did not register with me. So it is what it is. I burnt through 3 accounts. Actually, I lost the 3 that I got back on Thursday. I said I didn't want them, and I gave them back. Anyway, so another key for me, and something that I really need to start trusting in when I see it, is the pivot points. So we know that, okay, the pre-market low is support. We blast through the pre-market high, and then we blast through the previous day's session high. Okay, that is a bullish day. So target-wise, what should I be looking for? Where are they? They are right here. The pivot points. Right? So pre-market low, that was the bottom pivot point. It's support. We crack through it, we go searching for the next support. We crack through that, we come back and we do what? We retest it. We We make it support. So at this point right here, this should have told me that, okay, we have gone up, we have cracked through these levels, and now this bottom level that we just went through is now support. What is the next possible target for us? Okay. And then as it cracks through and breaks through highs, it runs up to the next pivot point. I should have taken note of all of this, and instead I was just so drilled down on my little 150 tick chart that I was just oblivious to all of that. The real key though for me was this one right here, making that session high support, and then never looking back after that. That should have been a key for me, and it wasn't for whatever reason. So trusting in where the pivots are, trusting that it's going to go there until it proves to me otherwise. So on Rhythmic, if and maybe some of you guys know how to utilize Rhythmic better than I do, but I can't seem to get back into Rhythmic after a day has closed and pull up that day's P&L report. Like all of this stuff up here, I don't know how to get back into it. Maybe you can. Maybe there's a setting that I'm missing, but I don't have any of that data. All I have is um, the totals for the day, right? The account totals. So I took the account totals from Friday, subtracted them from the previous day, Thursday, and this is what I ended up with. 593 to the plus side for the day. I ended up 1930 in the hole for the week. Hopefully I will have a better week going forward. I will not have a better week unless I learn to not, or unless I learn to look at what is actually going on, right? Again, we have tools, we should utilize using them. They're there for a reason. So there it is. That is my Friday recap. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch up with you on Monday. Take care.